You do have to do a little bit of work every time the vacuum runs. You need to empty this dustbin. It's kind of small and the vacuum does do a good job at picking up a lot of dust, so it does fill up quite quickly. And then regular maintenance, when the app tells you, is to replace this filter here. Mine is clean, so I'm good for today. The vacuum has the ability to adjust the height of the robot when it's on hardwood floors versus carpet, so it has no problem transitioning between the floors. But if you do have a carpet with tassels or threads hanging off the end, make sure that they're folded up. The vacuum will actually get tangled in them and stop working, so just make sure that you get them folded over. I don't have anything like that in the house, so I don't have to worry about that. There is one area in the house where the vacuum does struggle, and that's due to this threshold into the bathroom where it's about 3/4 of an inch. If our rug is a little bit too close to the door, what happens is the vacuum ends up getting stuck like it's done here, and then you have to go and save it as it can't figure out how to get off of this ledge. And what the rug does is just make the bumper at the front of the vacuum miss the ledge, and then the vacuum thinks it can continue going straight ahead. Something that has really impressed me with the vacuum is its ability to navigate chairs. We've got some chairs here around our table. We've got 6, and the vacuum has no problems going in and out of them, and it can figure its way out. I did used to move the chairs and lift them onto the table to make it a little bit easier for the robot vacuum, but at the end of the day, it can do it without moving them, so I save myself a little bit of work and leave them on the ground. If you have chairs that are a little bit narrow, you might have a bit of problem with the vacuum getting into the middle of the chair, but it can't figure its way out. And it can navigate the chairs like this on both carpets and hardwood. You can also put the vacuum up on another floor, even without the charging base being there. It'll go around and clean the entire floor until it runs out of battery or can't find the charging base. It's also pretty neat how it doesn't fall down the stairs. And this is great, so you don't need to barricade the stairs so it doesn't fall down. If you do have a low piece of furniture where the vacuum could fit under it, just bear that in mind as it may actually get stuck, so you might want to barricade that and just block it from going into that area. Always clear dog toys from the floor before running the vacuum. The vacuum doesn't get on very well when it starts climbing up on the toys, so just get them out the way first. Something that has been really impressive with the vacuum is its ability to clean corners. You'll see here it going into the corner in our kitchen, and that brush on the right is able to sweep all the stuff out of the corner. And the sides, when it's running with the brush on the right hand side, you'll see here when it's turning to the right that there's no brush on the left hand side, so I don't think it does a very good job when the left hand side is up against the wall, but when it's the right hand side it does a great job. You can't just throw out your handheld vacuum yet, you're still going to need this. The robot vacuum does great for keeping the floors clean, but it doesn't do a deep clean, so you're still going to need a vacuum to go around after it every month or so and do your good deep cleaning. You see some dust spinning around in the cyclone here, and this was after the robot vacuum had just been on. Unfortunately, you still need to do the stairs manually. And this is what the app looks like. You get a little map of where the vacuum has cleaned, and you get a report like this every time the vacuum's been on, so you know how much of the floor has been cleaned. My house doesn't light up, but it's a little bit off. And then if you want to do one single room, you can put it in there, close the door, and you get a little report like that showing that it's been cleaned.